We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Cooking that white boy yesterday.
They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 33-yard line.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving. Get your body and get the Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Under pressure, and they get to him again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd down and 6 now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
What you on, buddy?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Here we go. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Working downfield, he's got Fulton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Okay.
56.
Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be. All his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, 30 yards. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time.
No.
And you can't let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Jags are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A nightmare of a first half. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because, you know,
He underthrew it?
quarterbacks in the league, but they developed some major mental toughness. So I suppose we go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, that Avery Jones.
To the air, Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Mason Graham, the defensive tackle.
It's easy to goddamn just not do nothing.
The Jaguars on 3rd
two
down.
one step ahead.
They've hit 2 for 4 thus
two
far.
down.
This is 3rd and 14. Allen going to run with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
You got 2 double and nothing shit. Can't do nothing. Look at that. That's crazy, dog.
Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. We're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. He's got him in.
I seen that bullshit coming, bro.
Perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
The only way that nigga really can score. It's all some bullshit like that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Allen.
Oh my God, this nigga cut in too quick.
Drive killer there. Picked up by Deion Henry. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
19 yards.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Why would he animate like that?
And he's got room. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It's like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
60 by 6. Rig.
Same corner route. We got somebody over there.
Back to throw again.
Knew that was coming, dumbass.
Pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. There's 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep.
Yeah, nigga.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys. Well, let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left.
That's how you do it, nigga.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Thornton, 47 yards. And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
oh my God,
start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
I'm about to say, man, like,
Another interception. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Working to put a drive together.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen going to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Jaguars. 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Reaper.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Allen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Mason Graham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I mean, Showtime him, Showtime Slim, Showtime them.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. There are 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. They will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Look at these
Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 2nd and 9. Allen off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll line up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue.
Damn, I gotta go to Navy Federal, man.
Who can blame them?
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
They close at
Obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick.
Yeah, they open on Saturdays, bro.
You're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
After that, it'd be time to get ready to go to the Jeff thing.
Here on 1st down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
In 2nd and inches.
Look at my team. 79 Broncos.
They'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And now here's another interception. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
Back to too far. That's funny as fuck.
Any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play. The Charger drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. And the Chargers
Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Way to keep them in bounds.
Inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
26-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. Again, he'll drop the throw. That's taken in by Bond. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh my God!
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now they're front as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Allen from the gun on third down.
Good catch, Palmer.
Find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Allen going to run with it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Now a first carry here for their running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 5.
56.
Allen to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh my God, gang!
Able to connect, incomplete. So give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll take a shot.
I did not see you see it.
They'll begin right there.
Bush.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here comes second down.
19 Chargers.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
What was that?
Have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Back to throw.
Wow.
Wow. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Oh, it's an enormous call here. They'll go for 2. One play to keep their postseason alive. They'll look to throw.
Thank you.
Oh, and that's going
Exactly what I did.
their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to
That's
kick it
funny.
away. The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.